Former president of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and immediate past governor of Edo State, Comrade Adams OSHIOMOHLE, during the Workers' Day celebration in Abuja, spoke on the significance of May Day, challenges in Nigeria, the attitude of his former colleagues to workers' welfare, the need for radical industrial policies in Nigeria, and other related issues. Adams OSHIOMOHLE made an argument that NAS members have no conscience moving against $60 national minimum wage. When these people say they don't have enough money, talking about minimum wage, for example, I've seen a lawyer who registered a company for 250 million naira in this country. That 250 million naira was more than $2 million. A country that can afford to give one lawyer like that lawyer was writing every day that 30,000 naira minimum wage is not realistic. A governor that buys Toyota Land Cruiser for whatever is the price in Sokoto, in Kaduna, in Edo, in Rivers, in Zamfara, in Lagos, when they are buying these vehicles, do they tell the marketers, sell according to the ability of my state? They pay the marketer's price. So why will you selectively apply this various dubious logic of ability? Nobody has the ability of anything except what you believe in, and nobody has resources for anything except what you regard as priority. You cannot have a National Assembly that takes so much every day, every week, every month. On that floor of National Assembly, somebody is questioning why a Nigerian worker should earn $60 for 30 days, which is about $2 a day. I'm a believer that if you are at the top of a mango tree and you are feasting on top of a mango tree and I'm on the ground, you are trampling my head, I have to grab your feet. Shomole further stated that Nigerian war will be between the rich and poor, not northerners and southerners. He stated, I believe Nigeria will be fine, but the only thing I'm worried about is the resurgence of ethnic champions and even religious bigots who now partition the country in a way that the ruling class unites in comfort, but they go back to their localities and play up primordial sentiments. I argued just 2 days ago that if there is going to be rotation or division or whatever, or there's going to be a fight between anybody, it cannot be between northerner and southerner, easterner and westerner. It has to be between the poor and the rich. These are the two classes, you know it. You cover the nation. So when you oppress your own people and they want to ask questions, you point to the other tribe or point to the other region. All those are not the issue. Shomole made reference to the Nigerian Labour Congress as he stated that present and past political office holders responsible for Nigerians' destruction. He said, the beauty of Nigerian Labour Congress and the organized national platforms such as this is that they are organized across all the divides, regardless of region, regardless of any of those primordial sentiments, and we need more of those national institutions. It is not for me, for example, or anyone who has the opportunity like me. I was once president of the NLC, speaking for all workers. Anybody who had the opportunity to be a minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria has no right to begin to question the unity of our country. Anyone who has been a national player and those who are talking today are the ones responsible for the destruction as it is today. Whatever we want to do, we must recognize that in every state, in every local government, in every community, we have the good people, we have the bad people. I want Nigerian workers to organize across all the primordial sentiments and become a force capable not only of thinking or talking, but also assertive and prevent bad governance. We can't accept any Nigerian governor today that is refusing to implement the minimum wage. He should not go to bed. President Buhari said, and I don't think you can have more support than that to governors. How do you sleep, Mr. Governors, when you have not paid your workers' salaries for 1 month, 2 months, 6 months? If I have a commander-in-chief saying that, I don't need any other license to close down any of those states that refuse to perform. If your state is not capable or competent to meet the most basic social protection, then why should you exist? Meanwhile, we can see the governors with all the social protection with all the luxuries, how come the workers can't have it? I was a governor, so I'm not talking out of envy. When I was governor, I increased the minimum wage to 25,000 naira when some governors said 18,000 naira was not possible. So I know from my own experience, every country created by God has enough to meet the basic needs of everyone, but no country in the world has enough to meet the greed of a few. And it must be clear to NLC that sermon may not change it. We have to organize, we will not agonize. We have to fight, we will not allow in self pity. We have to target and close down. Even the time we spend rationalizing minimum wage, if a right wing NPN government should create minimum wage and military dictator implemented, how can APC dominate National Assembly, even tolerate the motion? That for me is an insult and very embarrassing that an APC dominated House of Representatives, presided over by APC progressive speakers, allowed that. Do we know the meaning of progressive? When Shagari government introduced the minimum wage, Kaduna State Governor Balarabe Musa of a blessed memory and Abubakar Rimi of Kano decided that PRP should pay better than NPN, and they decided to pay 127 naira. That 2 naira extra, they said, was to show they were progressive. The last time I had the opportunity to talk to progressive governors in Jos, I said to them, for Nigeria to know the difference between the progressive and the conservative, it will be my job to see that every progressive governor pays. Nigerians also talk about American federalism. Can they borrow from the American president who says that to overcome the devastating consequences of COVID-19, that they have to stimulate the purchasing power of the ordinary workers, not only by giving them checks as Joe Biden did, but now voting huge sum of money to deploy to infrastructure so that more people can be engaged. Any governor who fails to implement the law should not just be challenged by mouth, he should be engaged. That is what I believe in. I don't believe it is about words. Those governors could decide to wear earmarks, but you can shut them down. We have the power. That is why we organized labor, not to lament, not to regret, not to appeal to emotion, but to face anybody who faces us. Any governor who refuses to pay 30,000 naira should not sleep. He should not for 1 month, not for 2 months, and any employer in the private sector too. Adams Oshomole here is really lambasting APC governors, calling out on them. And he's speaking for this 30,000 naira minimum wage, that any governor who refuses to pay minimum wage should not sleep. Well, my people, let's hear your take down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.